Hey everyone, welcome to my studio. This week I'm starting with the lion again, and I'm going to point out that this face is sort of all the same golden type color, and then there's some more intense color here in the ears and in this mane where it's more golden and yellow, and then this part has more black down below, and then the body's more of this type of color again. So right now I'm pulling glass for these little creases on the head there. They're not brown, they're sort of a soft color. I have this nice soft grayish brown. I think it's going to be perfect, and let me get after it. That's where I'm going to start. Tackling the background on this with the stem and the leaves, but I have a lot more to go. I brought it to class, and this one piece, I don't know if you can see, this one piece moved, so it's not lined up, and I just can't do it. I got to remove that. So fortunately, the adhesive I used was Weldbond. It is water soluble, so to remove that piece, I just spritz with water. And then I wait for that glue to reconstitute. So it takes, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute. But as soon as it starts to turn white, then I know it's ready for me to begin prying. And anytime you are going to pry a piece of glass off, it is important to use eye protection, because that piece could chip off, things could go flying, and you don't want that going in your eye. So, oh, there we go. That didn't take that long. Now, before I glue it back on, I have to dab up all the water that was there. Dry this piece off. I'm going to actually peel that glue off. And then I'm going to stick it right back where it was. Well, where it was supposed to be anyway. There we go. And I think this one I'm going to do a little differently. I think I'm going to use some larger pieces, at least for the leaves, and then for the background we'll see. And then I'm going to make one other artistic change, and that is I'm going to put these main leaves in, and you see that they're sort of a lighter green than what's in the background. So I have this gorgeous glass that's a lighter green I'm going to be using. And then the background I'm going to have the darker like this. But up here, I'm going to have sky, because I love the blue and yellow, the play of blue and yellow together. So I'm not sure how far down that sky will be, but it's going to be blue up there. That's it.
Sure what shade of blue I want to use for the background. So what I'm going to do is cut out part of this. So this is not 100% exactly like my mosaic, but it is my reference photo. So I'm going to take this over to some blue glass that I've laid out and try some different shades and see which one I like the best. Here are my options that I've laid out. I've got some with labels still, some Armstrong and some Oceanside. This one's awfully dark, but I put it there for kicks. And then some unknown glass from my studio that is a strong possibility. So I'm just gonna start here. And while I like that contrast, I think it's way too solid. That one is interesting. I wish there was no shadow. That shadow is distracting. But maybe too dark, but very interesting because it really makes the leaves pop also. Ooh, that one, the flower is showcased, but the leaves sort of blend. Same. Not really going for the turquoise. Surprisingly, I thought I would go with one that was more pale, but I think I might go with this one. So let me see if I want the streaks going horizontally. It's a little different. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to go for. I decided for the sky that I want to go with some pretty small pieces, mainly squares and rectangles. I was in the zone and I put these blue ones there, and then I remembered that I actually had some leaves I wanted to put there, so I'm gonna have to pull these perfectly cut pieces out. Terrible. I think this coming at an angle, so maybe I'll cut that one at an angle. Put it back. Here we go. Yeah, so the blue will come down, but the green has to come up first. And for that one, I'm going to use the medium green. I'm back at work on St. Mark, and this is his ear. I have pre-cut some pieces and put them on this board just to show you where I'm at. There's that. And I didn't finish the whole ear, just some of it, but it's enough to get started. All right, here we go. Harder than it had to be, and the reason is because this bag of thinset that I just made, I snipped off too big of a corner and it's just oozing all over and it's too big. I am putting it in this other bag and I will cut off a smaller corner so I can control where I put it a little bit better. This was just too much coming out at once. This is the new bag. It's got just a little bitty tip. I can control it so much better and put this thinset just exactly where I want it. I'm about to outline the ear, so I just need a very thin line. Oh, so much better. This is how far I got in the sunflower. I did come back and work a little bit before I went to bed last night. I'll pick it up next week and hopefully knock it out. And St. Mark. So I had finished the forehead, the ear, and sort of this part of the mane. Some of these pieces aren't glued yet, just started cutting them. That's it. That's putting it together. Thanks for watching. See you next time.